It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chargers under the lights on Thursday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Brandon Good and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the man who played his college ball in the city of Orlando, the rookie from UCF.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Xavier Worthy, 50 yards. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Aubrey Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, a few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play fake. Winston. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Winston keeps it himself. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston to throw it this time. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Clemens. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kene Nwangu.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kick. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goal.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Across midfield. He's on his way. Nick Chubb.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jameis to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jameis again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Here's Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
That is incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Clemens. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Winston.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chase Brown.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So both
Charles coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Lewis Seen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Cole Kmet, 49 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These preseason games are in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, the back comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. He's taken down here by the Saints. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Marte Mapu, and the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Throwing is Milton. Open man is Tucker.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Milton.
Flush to his right. And he fends him off. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end.
To throw is Milton.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Milton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Daniels. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So,
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
and Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Off play action. Milton. And his throw is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's caught by Chosen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Watson. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon.
And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Dillon now off the option.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Flag comes out here. This... the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Rose. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the play fake, Milton. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Davis from 6 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get
back now. It's so Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll try the left side. Manning. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Yates. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Moody good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. On the return now, here's Ainias Smith. And just shutting him off there. He's still on his feet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. So out come the Chargers. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. 2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. Still going inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ronnie Bell, 64 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Up the middle they go. It's Manning. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down. Yates over the middle, complete. It's Burke. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Yates. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Well, the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Little short pass here to Hill, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Watson looks to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Andre Yoshibas, 34 yards. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. Absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 7, 2:25 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. Touchdown, Saints. From 19 yards away. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter. Able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. That escapes the sack. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now Watson. That'll be caught by Hill.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Watson.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give right side. Manning. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Third and 12.
Back to throw. Yates.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.